Hey guys, welcome to the Blue Podcast Network. This is the Blue Podcast where we have all the best guests on. Today I'm joined with Ethan for his first Blue Podcast appearance.
Feeling good.
Yeah, Kian as well. And we've got, I guess, your guys' friend Josh. Welcome.
Thank
How
you
you
very
doing?
much. I'm all good, thank you. Bit nervous, but
nervous?
really glad to be here. Really happy to be here.
It's good. Why don't you tell our audience what it is that you do and why you're on the podcast?
So I'm on the podcast today because I run a YouTube channel called Full On Football. I've been doing YouTube vlogs now for about sort of 4 years, but sort of the last 2 years I've started taking it a bit more serious. And so I just sort of go around all these different teams, do match vlogs, standard match vlog, sort of pre-match thoughts, a bit of stats, maybe a bit of food as well. give a beer review as well if I'm with Ethan or someone else. And just get all the good highlights and stuff like that, and then just get my half-time post-match thoughts and all the good stuff like that.
So we can see Ethan on one of your videos.
Yeah.
Oh, he's on plenty of them. He's on plenty of them.
I have watched some, I promise. So what got you kind of wanting to do this?
So I've always had a dream to be a football commentator or just work in the sort of football business, like a football media sort of industry. And during lockdown, when sort of not much was going on, of course, I'd always sort of watch back on these old match vlogs that I'd watched from people like Smith and Thogden and all the standard big creators. And I just thought, well, I go to the football, and I thought, well, I enjoy going to the football and all that sort of stuff. So why not record it myself? Why not start this myself and get it going and just sort of make a foothold in that sort of way, try and get a following and see where it goes. Like not try and get as big as Thogden and Smith and all those bigger content creators.
Dream big.
But exactly, but just sort of get something out there and see what happens and sort of see where it takes me.
Yeah, I mean, that's exactly the same with me starting this podcast. Lockdown, bugger all to do. I was at uni and had all online lectures, so just started chatting to my mates in front of my laptop, and I guess we've upgraded a little bit.
Yeah. Pretty big up there, isn't it?
Yeah, I mean, there's how many of us in the group chat now?
27.
27?
Loads.
28. Damn. I would say there's about 5 or 6 that, not counting right now. No offense to you guys. Is it? Oh, okay.
There's about 35 communities as well.
Yeah. Henry loves to make so we have a WhatsApp community. Henry will make a WhatsApp community for every single possible
thing
that. It does help.
It does help.
It says the guy who doesn't read any of the messages.
The guy who had the job.
Yeah, I still read the messages when I had a job. Anyway,
Let's get back onto Josh.
Let's get back to Josh. Henry's not the main focus. He's just he's the side piece at the moment. So obviously you're at UCFB.
Of course.
I mean, it's not a bad place to go. Obviously to get into the football media world.
Yeah.
But I want to start off with some stories. What's the favourite game that you've gone to and vlogged?
So the favourite game I've been to and vlogged, I have to say, it's sort of come quite recently actually. Me and Ethan went on a cold Monday night to Vauxhall Road, Hemel Hempstead, where we saw sort of a local Hertfordshire clash as they took on Boreham Wood. And we decided to go with the Boreham Wood fans because the premise of my channel is I sort of do the local teams to me.
Yeah.
But I have a bit more of an allegiance to St Albans than I do Hemel Hempstead, and them two are quite big rivals. So we thought, well, we'd go in the Boreham Wood end, ironically considering they're also big rivals of St Albans as well. But yeah, we sort of chose the away fans, didn't we? And it was just one of those games where it was 7 goals, 4-3 to Boreham Wood it finished.
Unbelievable free kick as well.
Yeah, really good free kick from Boreham Wood to make it 3-1. But yeah, it was just one of those games where goals just kept going in, and it wasn't like a 4-0 and they pulled it back to 4-3. It was like one would score, then the other would equalise, and then Boreham Wood took a 2-goal lead, and then Hemel equalised, and then Boreham Wood won it pretty much with about maybe sort of 5 minutes to go, didn't they? So
and the atmosphere was quite good. I mean, in a unsegregated stand, so we had B Wood fans and then Hemel fans about meter keying away. So there was
the invisible wall. Wasn't
the
there?
invisible wall. Yeah.
Hold me back.
But yeah, no, that was definitely one of my favourite games recently, anyway. But a lot of the games I seem to go to either end 0-0 or it's sort of like, your standard 1-0.
I mean, that is because you go to Stevenage, because
they
are
to be fair.
draw merchants.
But no, to be fair, they've had a few good games as well. Bristol Rovers before New Year, where Stevenage won 3-0. And there've been a few good games as well in League Two when Stevenage beat Orient at the time. That was sort of first v second.
Are you a Stevenage fan then, or?
Oh, don't even get me started on that.
I forgot you started.
No, I am impartial. Completely impartial, yeah. So I like I said, I go around all the local teams, and so I go to Luton, Watford, Stevenage, all rivals of each other. St Albans, Bournemouth hate each other.
Yeah.
But I just enjoy going around and sort of promoting the local teams in my local area, and that's how it is. So
I'm going to ask Ethan that question. Does he support Stevenage?
No comment.
If anyone is Luton.
Yeah, I think. I mean, your main coverage has been Luton. Fairly certain, no?
Not recently. To be fair, it's actually been Stevenage.
Yeah.
The main coverage has been Stevenage. But so if we're gonna talk about the team that I sort of have a sort of connection to the most, I do like Luton because the atmosphere there. When you go to Kenilworth Road, it's such a tense place to go, especially when it's a big game and they need a result. But like tonight, they've got Plymouth at home.
Yeah,
it's good. It's going to be rocking. Yeah. It's going to be rocking tonight. So. Yeah, Kenilworth Road is always a good atmosphere. Really enjoy going to Luton, and also the ground as well.
Yeah,
and I was saying last night at Roots Hall that I just love an old school ground like that. I mean, I know you've got like pillars and posts everywhere you look, but it's character, isn't it? And so Kenilworth Road is one of my favourite grounds, definitely. So I would say I tend to sort of gravitate more towards Luton, but I would never sort of like hate Watford or hate Stevenage, like of course every other single Luton fan would, because and I also don't call myself a Luton fan because it's impossible to when I go to teams like Watford, when I go to Stevenage. So that's why I say I like to just sort of keep myself impartial.
Growing up, did you have a team?
So my dad supported Chelsea, so I always followed.
I
followed Chelsea, but and that's also another reason why I sort of follow my local teams now is because. My dad used to go to Chelsea back in the 80s when ticket prices weren't through the roof, and he had a season ticket. He used to go with his mates. But when I came around, when my sister came around, he just didn't have the time to go. And of course, like we say, ticket prices and all that were just sky high.
Yeah, I don't go that often anymore.
Yeah, and so he thought, well, so we'd go to the games every so often. We wouldn't always go. We'd normally go to like a game once every sort of 4 months.
Still more than me.
What's that?
Still more than me.
Have you not gone to a game this season?
I have. I went to the Brentford game.
Oh,
2-1.
You plan to go on any more in the future?
Depends if I get a job anytime soon.
We're all in the same boat.
Yeah,
Aside from Ethan.
What do you mean? I haven't actually got you a job.
To be fair, I haven't started yet. That's the thing.
Are you working at his Slug and Lettuce?
Lettuce, yeah.
Mate, I remember when I was at uni, I used to love going to Slug and Lettuce because they had the chicken share board or whatever it was. Don't know if they still do it. It was just loads of chicken, and I'd get it for myself.
I mean, we do a share for 2.
Yeah, but I just have it.
Fair enough.
Yeah, as you do.
I'd go with my girlfriend at the time, and she didn't eat a lot, so basically, happy days.
Exactly.
You obviously you said about doing your local sides and stuff. But you're now starting to branch out a bit more, aren't you? Yeah.
Are we alluding to the up north?
Up north,
yes.
Up north.
So I've just started I've sort of released a teaser for a new series I'm calling Full On Football Up North. Because like Keane said, I do my local teams, and I really enjoy doing my local teams. But I want to try and branch out, reach a wider audience, and just also tick grounds off the list and experience new atmospheres. And by doing that once a month, I'm going to put out a fixture vote. So I choose 4 good games that are on that weekend in the north of the country, and just let the viewers choose what one they want me to go to.
Nice.
And a couple of weeks ago, Bolton v Leyton Orient was the choice of the viewers. So I'll be heading up to the Tough Sheet on Saturday to watch that and cover that.
So will that video probably be out by the time this podcast comes out? Actually, next Sunday.
Yeah. So I'll upload the match vlog pretty much straight away after the game. I always try and do that. But I'll also do a sort of travel vlog, I guess. Yeah. Just me going up there, sort of reviewing Bolton as a city and try and find out some fun facts about the place and give people a bit of a different sort of video. Because at the moment it's just match vlogs.
Okay.
So
we try and branch out a bit.
Exactly. Yeah. Try
do
and
something a bit different.
Yeah. Take a different avenue as well as doing match vlogs. So really looking forward to starting that.
And it will also kind of probably open up your audience a bit as well, because doing your local clubs is great, but they only have so many fans that
yeah.
will watch your content. So yeah, going up north and going to other clubs will obviously help.
Yeah, exactly, and that's another thing as well, is that, of course, like I said, really enjoy doing my local clubs. But the only times I ever really feature a northern club is either if I go with a local club up to watch them play away, or if a northern team comes down to play. So it's very rare that I actually sort of like see a northern team play, because or at least cover them properly. So I want to go up and give Bolton the time of day, like proper like coverage, and sort of see what comes from it.
Are there any grounds up north that you properly want to go to?
Probably want to go to Deepdale. Yeah, I want to go to
I saw you
Preston.
looking at that yesterday in the lecture.
Yeah, I want to go to Preston. I don't know what it is about Preston. We went to Watford v Preston away, and
in the away end.
Yeah, in the away end.
It's a better atmosphere.
That was good. That was fun, and the atmosphere was good. So I want to go see Deepdale and Preston and all that. But what other grounds? Carlisle. I feel like that's a fun one, because it's so far away, isn't it?
Yeah, most northern.
Yeah,
Is it the most northern stadium?
In the 92, I think it is. Yeah.
Yeah.
How much is that train ticket going to set you back?
Yeah,
A ton.
Yeah, probably 100 plus. So it won't be fun, but it's got to be done, hasn't it?
It's got to be done.
Yeah, and it's one to tick off. What an interesting one to tick off. So yeah, definitely those two.
And in terms of your style of filming, because everyone's kind of got their own style. How would you best describe yours?
So, what, just in terms of just how I do it?
Yeah. Like, are you like constantly, face on camera or like that kind of thing?
So, I always like to do my intros and outros face to the camera to at least sort of give a bit of like sort of show who's behind the camera. But during the game and at my halftime thoughts, I normally just sort of try and do like a sort of TV sort of like a broadcast essentially. I try and make my videos look as professionally like TV broadcast like as possible. I sort of keep quiet when the game's being played, for goals scored, get the limbs, get the carnage, zoom out, talk and sort of say what I thought about the goal and all that. Half time, just sort of get a wide shot of the pitch and just say my thoughts, and then again at full time get my reaction with my face to the camera. So yeah, it's a bit 50-50 to be honest. So.
And how did you kind of develop that? Because I'm sure you didn't start like that.
That's one thing that I've really enjoyed about vlogging, is that it's massively up my confidence as a person, like with everything, not just vlogging but everything as a whole. So yeah, when I first started, I used to just set my camera up in front of my desk, and I talked to the camera, but I just wouldn't talk with anywhere near as much fluidity as I have now.
It comes with practice.
Exactly. And so just doing it constantly and sort of doing it every week, it's helped a lot, and it's got me up to sort of where I am now. But I've got a lot of I've got a lot of like practicing to do still. I've got a lot of more improvements I could do. I still get nervous occasionally in front of the camera, but I feel like I've come on leaps and bounds from where I started. So
would you guys agree to that statement?
Yeah, I would.
I'm very convinced.
I was going to ask something on. You've obviously mentioned Smith and Fogden already. I remember you actually saying in our first lecture, Fogden was your sporting inspiration, and you got a few raised eyebrows there. But
because he's not very well liked in the football community, is he?
No, he's not. So, one of the reasons why I did choose Fogden was because, of course he's a vlogger, and I was also incredibly nervous that day as well. So because I didn't know many people at that point, so I wanted to just sort of say something and get it over and done with. But now the reason I chose Fogden is because he's obviously started, hasn't he? He had to start somewhere, didn't he? And he started at Bolton, so he was obviously just doing Bolton vlogs, and he's obviously worked his way up to where he is now. So I remember the question was something like, "What would you ask your sporting idol?" Yeah. So I just wanted to ask him how he did it and what skills he learned, and did he know anyone in the industry to get him to the point where he is now, or was it just purely hard work that got him to where he is? So yeah.
If I was him, I'd say probably mixture of everything.
Yeah,
it has to be. Even with this podcast, it's hard work, knowing some people to get on as guests, which definitely helps. Lily Phillips, thank you. And it's having seen his stuff as well. It's you can get blessed, but if you ain't putting the work in, then
of course, yeah.
What would your dream be then for the future?
So I'd love
World
to.
Cup?
Yeah, well, yeah, that would be awesome. But Yeah, I'd love to work on like Sky Sports or something like that. As you know what they do on Gillette Soccer Saturday, where they've got the people who just go to all the grounds and just talk to the camera. Yeah, I'd love to do that.
Peter Chris Mara.
Essentially. But if YouTube was to go somewhere and to sort of do something like what Dogden is doing and like what Ellis Away Days and Smith are doing, where they've just got a whole career based off of YouTube, I wouldn't complain at all. Because
sounds pretty good.
Exactly. You essentially just work for yourself and you go where you want to go. So, yeah, either of those two, I'll be happy.
I mean, we still got another 3 years of uni, so
yeah, exactly.
Got plenty of time to work on it. So,
of course, and that's why I'm doing this like up north and all this different stuff. I want to start trying to do live streams as well. I did sort of dip my toes in the live stream water in the Euros, but I was going to do every single game. Live watch-alongs, for every single game, but I didn't give up, but it's like I've got a lot of practice to do. I've got a lot of learning to do, and it was a bit long, sort of sitting in my room for sort of 7 hours a day doing 3 games a day every day. So I sort of thought, you know what, I've done match day 1. I'll leave it there, but so I want to sort of try and get into the live stream.
So if you want to go back into it, Lloyd's the person probably to speak to.
Yeah, Lloyd.
Mate.
He's a little tryhard, so.
I don't know what he does, mate. So I don't know if you know that obviously we do live watch-alongs now on TikTok.
On TikTok,
Obviously Ethan's done some, Kean's done some, I've done some. Henry doesn't do it. But Lloyd, he's out in the green room, I guess you'd call it. He just turns on the camera and is like instantly at 70 concurrent viewers.
Wow.
And we're like, I peaked at 14 yesterday.
he had, what was his numbers?
599.
He had 590 people.
And averaged 170.
Yeah, that's crazy.
That's ridiculous numbers for even like a decent like followed live streamer. That's solid.
Yeah.
Let alone us. Hey, no, maybe guess I'll back ourselves a bit more then.
Yeah.
Exactly.
But I mean, how do you guys find the live streams? Obviously, we don't because I'm so glad there's a group of us.
I think
if we were having to if I was having to do like the amount of games that we do a week, which is every day. Lachlan's doing 2 back-to-back tonight as well.
Yeah. I think the comments are a big help.
Yeah.
Like it gets conversations flowing. Like I was arguing with a Man United fan for like an hour. It just the comments are a huge help, and because sometimes the games can be a bit dry, and I mean I always get a last minute goal at the minute it seems. The last 2 games I've done I've had a last minute goal. So it's always drama at the end, but no, like I said, the comments are a massive help, and they help get you through the whole game.
Yeah, I mean, I had a massive snooze fest on.
Oh my god, the Arsenal-Leicester game.
Arsenal-Leicester game, and then the Palace-Everton game. So the Arsenal-Leicester game, I was falling asleep, and I was just like, you know what? We'll just say some controversial opinions. I had some Arsenal fan on ropes. He was just sitting there giving it. I was like, Nweri's overrated. He's useless. I'd have Brandon Williams over Lewis Skelly. I got him going, so gave me a little bit of enjoyment doing that, but.
You did that against Bruges, didn't you? When Man United played Bruges, or who was it?
FCSB.
FCSB, that's it. Yeah,
that was my first live stream. I decided just to see how far I could take the controversial opinions.
There was one Liverpool fan who was just constantly at your throat.
Moron. Absolute
moron. Unless you stick around, then you're a nice guy.
Exactly. Love you really.
He'd been hired the day before and did a live stream the next day. I was very impressed with that.
Yeah.
That was good.
Obviously, your highest viewed video is England-Greece. Was it on 68k or something?
I think it's on 74.
74 now.
I can have a check. Check.
But how does it feel knowing that 70,000 people have seen your video, and it's like it just kind of blows up?
Yeah, it's really good to know that I'm obviously doing something right. To get 72,000 people watching my video is brilliant. I will say the majority of them were Greeks, which I was really happy with, of course, to sort of reach a further audience. But I obviously know the reason why they were watching it is because we lost.
Yeah.
So everyone loves watching England lose. But no, 72,000 people on one video. Yeah, that's that. I guess
it helps how you get
the. Someone who's had the 200k. Terrifying.
Yeah.
I guess it helps getting the living around the corner as well for the England games. You can literally get it uploaded, bish bash bosh.
Exactly.
Done,
yeah.
And then you're the first name that comes up when they search up.
I think that was actually my first video since being here actually. So yeah,
you're very quick with the uploads. When you went Watford Leeds?
Yeah.
Was that last Wednesday?
That was last Tuesday.
Last Tuesday. I was out and seen full-time score. got back in, put YouTube up, and your video's there. It's
Yeah.
like, how do you do it so quick? Is it just, do you edit it at half time or something?
So
or?
what I do is, what I do is I record all the clips and I get all the clips that I need. And if there's like a rubbish clip or a clip that's sort of like if there's a chance I'm recording that just doesn't really come to anything,
Just
delete it straight away. And then so that means then I don't have to go through the hassle of deleting all my clips at the end of the game, because that's what I used to do when I first started. I used to just record all the clips and then go through, oh, that one's good, that one's not good, that was good. So it just saves so much time. And then at half time, I'll just sort of edit the vlog up to the half time point.
Yeah.
And then full time, get my full time thoughts in, put the vlog in, upload it, and then just send it straight onto YouTube. But I had a few problems with that Watford Leeds vlog last week, didn't I? CapCut started playing up. And it delayed me a bit, but it's all good. So I always want to make sure I get my videos up the quickest, because of course it gives, like you said, it gives me the chance to get the audience first before anyone else does. But I pride myself that I want to make sure it's good. I don't want to just rush it and it be like, it look really like sort of rushed.
Yeah,
and all
I
that.
mean, well, you beat the Southend guy yesterday.
Yeah.
Like, you was like a good solid hours before him, because he posted it just this morning.
Yeah.
So you beat him by God knows how long.
Yeah. So, yeah, it's good to. But then again, though, that also doesn't mean that you get the higher views, of course, because he's ended up getting more views.
Yeah, it just helps it.
Yeah, of course. Oh no, of course. Yeah. I 100% agree. But yeah, want to make sure it's good before I upload it, but also want to get it out quick.
You say you support Southend, don't you?
Yeah, just to avoid the confrontation of you support United. So saying Southend just kind of gets me out of the hook a little bit.
You said that you sometimes do food and beer reviews.
Yeah.
I want to know
Here we go.
where the best food and the best beer that you've had is.
So I'm gonna say right now, the best food I've had last night, Roots Hall. The Blues Burger, oh my goodness me, it is different quality. I don't normally eat or drink at the football, because I just normally eat or drink afterwards. But I was so hungry last night, and the Blues Burger, top tier. It's like, it's a burger with bacon, bacon, lettuce, cheese, all the good stuff, and it just works so well, so good.
Good price as well.
Yeah, good price.
£8.
Yeah.
Nice.
What about
I would say best ground in the National League.
Roots Hall?
Yeah, 100%. 100%. Sorry.
Oh, he's getting offended
sorry,
now.
He works at Oxford City. Yeah, we know.
But,
Have you mentioned that yet?
Yeah. Have you mentioned that before?
No, I don't think so.
He was about to turn you down as well.
Tried the food, it is sensational.
Yeah, well,
Oxford
yeah,
City.
We've got to go to Oxford City for
Yeah,
that.
Oxford City. They beat St Albans 4-0, my local, to get
To be
into
fair,
the
you
National
might get you
League.
some like nice
I'll get you
access
one free.
tickets.
Hit me for free.
Oh yeah.
Oh, then okay.
Yeah.
I have to take you up on that offer then.
If you know what game, I'll get you in.
Cool. There we go. Then.
saw
We're
it.
doing up north to Oxford City. 'Cause you're in the National North, aren't you? So
Yeah.
technically, it's an up
Yeah, it
north.
doesn't make sense, does it?
Yeah, no, honestly, it's so weird the way they work it.
Yeah.
But it's because there's too many Southern teams, isn't there?
yeah.
Well, but so I used to work at Eastbourne. I've been to stadiums more north than Oxford City,
Yeah.
and they're still in the south.
It's so weird, isn't it?
Make that make sense.
Well, I remember a couple of years ago, I don't know if they did in the end, I can't remember, but they were talking about Braintree getting put in the National North when they
Yeah.
came down from the National League. It's so weird. And even sort of St Albans and Hemel, the two teams that have
Yeah.
been battered about, because they're I don't know what they call them, but they're like, they're just teams in the middle where they can just fluctuate between north and south.
The Midlands.
Well, yeah, the Midlands, but there was
my place.
I watched a video on it where they were just talking about and they sort of they gave a term to it, and it's so Gloucester City, St Albans, Oxford City, Hemel Hempstead, Braintree,
Yeah.
Needham Market as well, because they got put in the north as well. Just all these teams in the middle where if you're unlucky and you're one of the teams that's furthest south, but it's
Well, it's like it is like the Truro in the south. It's so far away from every other side.
Yeah.
Like it's ridiculous. But because they're obviously in the south,
there's not much
there's
they
no
can do,
nothing
is
else
it?
you could do. You could be on the other side, like they're so far west. And you could be the most furthest east side and still have to travel all the way there. It's so far. What's the furthest you've travelled for a game?
Furthest I've travelled for a game. The furthest game I've gone north is I'm gonna say Fleetwood.
Okay.
Fleetwood v Stevenage.
How long was that?
Up near Blackpool.
Like,
Yeah,
How long was the travel roughly?
it was about It's about 3.5 hours, I think. I can't really remember. About
Stop.
3.5 hours.
Awful.
Not terrible. No,
No.
not terrible. I mean, me and my dad made a weekend out of it.
Well, nice.
So,
Well, we would have made a weekend out of it if I wasn't hungover. But but yeah, so yeah, and that's one area I always love going. I love going up to Blackpool in that area. It's just I like the teams up there and just quality night out, innit?
Yeah.
But yeah, that's
That-
the furthest I've
That
gone.
reminds me, I didn't get your answer for best
the drink,
beer.
yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, best beer. I don't really drink beers, to be honest.
What do you drink?
I just drink spirits and all that sort of
Oh,
stuff.
best-
Well, let's go, go to the
spirit.
spirit mixer. best spirit
Oh, okay,
mixer.
right. Best spirit mixer then, and you know this. You might know this as well, Kean. Apple juice and 2 shots of vodka.
You've told me
So
that.
I've
Yeah.
I've been told by
Yeah.
people it's a bit of an iffy drink to have. I need to train myself on the pints.
Amaretto and apple juice is really good as well.
I have to give that a try.
That's
I
really
obviously
nice.
I like my ciders.
Yeah, but you're boring.
Come on, man.
Yeah,
Ciders
but you
aren't-
just haven't aged from since you were 15.
Well, see, rum and
Fair,
J2O.
I've not had that.
It's
Oh no, to be
works.
fair, I've had rum and like tropical juice.
I've had wine and cider before.
You're
That-
wrong.
It's
You're
actually
so-
that-
no,
yeah, I'd say
it's
that's criminal.
actually really nice. Give it a try.
I have to give all
Which
these
one
different
though?
drinks
Like
a try.
which wine?
Yeah,
I
we're
don't
talking like
know,
red rose.
just-
Yeah, because I think it makes a difference if it was red wine or white.
Well,
wine.
yeah,
I don't know.
it must be
just,
white, surely.
Surely
Just-
white wine.
It was on a night out. We were all fairly pissed, and then these girls in the booth behind us just gave us a random bottle of wine. I go
Sorry,
to the
Neil.
toilet.
Yeah. I already now don't believe this story.
Then I go to the toilet, come back, and my drink is even more full than when I was in the toilet. So they've all the boys put the wine in my drink, and it was actually really nice.
Now this is actually a well-known good
Oh, here we
mixer. No, not story. Don't worry.
Oh,
we'll get into that later. I'm sure you've heard about it.
I can't- yeah, so-
Red wine and Coca-Cola. It's actually an actual
it?
thing that people drink, and I've had it before. It's nice.
I have to
Someone
give it a
asked me
go.
if that at
Yeah.
the pub the other day.
It's nice. It's different, certainly, but it gets you drunk.
Yeah.
Because this red wine gets you drunk. But yeah, no, I would recommend just trying it.
Yeah, I'll
Trying
give it
once.
a go. I have to give it a go.
Yeah.
Problem is, I don't like fizzy drinks. That's the thing. I'm so
Neither
picky.
do I,
You get
mate,
Sprite.
but-
Oh, sorry, sorry, not Sprite. You got apple juice, didn't you?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah. I don't know what it is. Just
We got 2 weird drinkers in the
I know.
room.
I'm
No,
so
I don't like
picky with
fizzy
the drinks.
I don't.
Honestly.
I honestly don't like fizzy drinks.
Says
but
the
I'll
guy
drink-
who drinks cider.
I know, but besides, I feel like
Cider's like the
alcohol-
most gassy,
It's a bit
gassy
different,
drink
isn't
you
it?
can
it's
get.
different.
Yeah.
Like alcohol's different, like fizziness compared to like your pops, like colas and stuff.
Pops.
Well, you know
In
what?
America.
You know what I mean.
I'm a
You know what,
soda.
bro? You know what I mean. Come
They speak
on.
differently up in Grantham, don't they?
It's really near to Lily Phillips, by the way. Yeah, she's from Derby.
Shane King does on the pub.
Yeah. All right, so we've got the best beer, we've got the best foods, we've got your favourite experience, and we've got the favourite stadium. Is there anything we're missing from these?
What's
that
the
you guys can
worst?
think? Well, yeah,
Yeah,
worst.
we'll
Just
flip
flip
it.
it.
Hands down, Stevenage Leighton Orient.
What, worst game?
Yeah, worst game. 90 minutes of nothing was the vlog title. It was such a drab game, such a drab watch, that I didn't even sort of bother just trying to clickbait it in a way and try and get the views. And I just like, look, lads, I'm not gonna lie here. 0-0, nothing happened. The thumbnail was the scoreboard saying 0-0.
Really?
So yeah, I just said, look, 90 minutes of nothing. Watch at your own peril. It's here if you want to watch it. And no surprise it didn't do too well. But you know, I've done it in the past where I've vlogged games and it's not been a good game, but and then I've not gone on to upload it, and I want to get out of that habit. So I
Okay.
just thought, you know what, just put it out there. People watch it, they watch it. If they don't, they don't.
Mm.
I mean, some views is better than no views. Isn't
Yes.
it?
Yeah.
So
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
I fully agree with that. Worst food?
worst food. See, I haven't really ate much food at grounds, and every sort of
Nathan then?
uh,
'Cause he definitely eats.
yeah.
Stevenage, the Stevenage hot dog was pretty poor.
See, I thought
I
it
feel
was
like hot
alright.
dogs at football are poor in general.
Yeah,
Yeah. Burgers are always better. in my
Yeah.
opinion.
100%.
Or pie. Pie.
Oh yeah,
Can't beat pie.
I had a pie at Leighton. Not Leighton. Was it Orient?
I had one at Orient
Yeah.
where you get what is it? Mash and
Oh, I don't know. It was. It
Mash in a pub would
tasted
probably be
interesting.
quite nice, to be fair.
yeah, it is.
You
Raise
said
the
you need to
mic.
raise your microphone.
Oh, sorry, slacking a
So
bit.
isn't he the guy though?
Get
As
too
well?
relaxed.
Isn't he the guy that always says like?
I
You
don't
can't
play
hear
with the
us.
microphone.
Oh, you can't hear us. Oh, that's a shame.
Yeah.
Anyway, for the everyone else listening,
There's
whenever
only people
Henry
there.
holds a microphone, right,
Weighs it about.
he speaks like this. He'll start putting it there. He'll do this up and down, and he always says to the audio guy, "Why don't you just turn me up?" And yet he's now the audio guy, and he's not the one turning it up. So
I'm fine. They were the ones asking me to make it closer because they can't hear us. So I didn't know what they were saying. So I just thought he meant, oh, you got to raise your mic. But I didn't think that's what they were asking.
I don't think that was
No,
what
they
were
can't hear us
asking.
through these.
Yeah, I think they were telling. Yeah. Oh yeah, he once did a podcast like this.
My arm was aching.
Yeah, I was going to say that.
Your
must
arm was
be-
aching.
That's
That's
more
more
effort.
effort.
Holding it
Surely
like
that's
that,
more
That's
effort.
going to ache.
Hold it down as different muscle groups.
Didn't you hold? Didn't you
This
hold?
guy goes through a
Oh,
full
well,
back to the,
workout.
Henry,
podcast.
didn't you hold it like this once?
No, he does this a lot.
Yeah, that's.
I have
it,
to just do a podcast with like the most wackiest ways you can hold the mic.
Just see if anyone picks it up.
yeah.
Just dangle it from the ceiling.
We're doing that because it's actually a pain in the ass. Yeah, okay, I learned my lesson. Just crack on.
What would you
Alright.
say is your worst ground then?
Yeah.
Worst
ground you've
ground. Oh, that's a tough one because see, I always try and find the positives in every place I go to. I don't really like.
He's being careful here.
Yeah, I don't like sort of.
offending people.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, without using expletives. What is the worst ground I've been to? The worst ground. It's a tough one. I'm telling you, it really is a tough
You
one.
don't have to answer it, to be fair.
I'm gonna say Leighton Orient's Brisbane Road.
I like it.
I know it's a bit of a strange one and out of pocket, but I'm not going from the way it looks because I know it's a nice ground and
Is
there's
it- are
there's
you-
nothing really wrong with it.
You on about the outside area?
No, I'm on about on a
Kean?
so
You insulting the local people?
I'm gonna say more from the vlogging aspect. One thing I found really difficult is shallow. I said this to you yesterday at Roots Hall. Shallowed seating is really difficult to vlog games because I don't want to sort of hold my phone up like that and turn it around like that and sort of get in the people's way behind me. So it's easier when there's a steep stand to just sort of sit like that and turn like that. But yeah, it's really difficult to vlog there because I've just got people's heads in my way and stuff like that. And I know a lot of people would say, well, it doesn't matter, watch the game. So and I totally understand that. But from a vlogging perspective, it's difficult and it's difficult to sort of get good quality footage.
Fair enough. Do you?
So-
I'm guessing you edit all your stuff yourself.
Yeah, on my phone, on CapCut, and yeah, just like I said,
Does
at
his
half time,
thumbnails
at
in
full time.
lectures.
What's
Does his thumbnails in lectures?
Thumbnails.
Yeah, thumbnails and lectures. Yeah,
Alright.
You've got to respect the grind.
yeah, of course.
Sorry, Bob, if you are watching.
Yeah, sorry, Bob.
He does
And
pop in
Kieran.
a lot, to be fair.
Yeah.
Mm.
He came in earlier.
Yeah, I know.
Lovely man.
Lovely.
He is, isn't he?
Well,
Right.
they had we had someone come into Lloyd's stream recently actually, and he was like, I don't think you remember me, but I was in your course last year, and he put Bob in there. It was like, I remember having lectures with Bob, and Lloyd was like, no offense, mate, no idea who you are,
Oh my
because
god.
he'd left, but
Oh.
mate, he makes it worldwide, mate. Bob makes it worldwide.
Honestly, he does.
The goat.
The goat.
The goat.
goat.
Yeah.
Do you guys have any last things you want to ask, Josh?
What would you say is the most regretful game that you just didn't vlog? So you wish you vlogged it because you reckon it would have banged or something.
Easily Stevenage v Aston Villa in the FA Cup.
Oh, at Villa.
I can't believe I didn't vlog that game. It was so that was back when I didn't sort of take vlogging as serious, and I sort of decided to take a couple months break just to sort of watch games. But yeah, no, that ever since full time, that is the one game that I couldn't believe I didn't.
You think
vlog
that
it.
would have banged?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, of course, yeah, just unbelievable, unbelievable.
Kean?
I think I've asked all I need to.
What's me out?
No, I'm not saying that, bro.
I'm
I'm not saying
joking, I'm
that.
joking.
I know you.
well,
will.
I have another
one
question,
more,
hold on.
yeah?
Obviously, you're a big part of the Ballards boys.
Yes.
Who do you reckon is gonna come top of the table?
Top of the
What is
table.
this for context?
Go on,
'Cause I
just
know you guys
explain.
talking about it
Ballard's boys.
I know I'm
okay,
like
so-
51% owner, but you as the 40, of the 49, you can
So
explain.
so of course me, Ethan, Kean, we're in
Liam.
oh yeah, Liam as well. Yeah, Liam. We're in Bob Ballard's media lectures, and we thought, well, why don't we just sort of get a pro clubs team going and sort of make a bit of content off of that. Ironically, we haven't actually made any content yet, but it's coming. So we've sort of got a tournament going, and we post the results and stuff up on the Instagram and all that. And so who do I think will finish top of the league?
Surely it's one answer.
Yeah,
The guy who scored 27 goals in 2 games.
Yeah, incredible.
Sorry,
Mr.
what? How bad are you guys?
No.
It's because of the teams. It's because of the
Yeah,
teams.
yeah.
100%. Well, I got battered 8-1, and I'm Colchester.
Who's Forest?
And he's Nottingham Forest.
Ah,
And then
is it you?
No, not me.
No. And
Mate,
then
I'm Plymouth.
then he also battered Stevenage 18-0.
How is he Nottingham Forest? And
We did it on a split. We all chucked in teams.
Yeah.
So
Real Madrid and France are in there.
yeah.
No one got
So we just went. We're gonna each put in a team. Could be good. Could be bad. Who cares? So I chuck in Colchester
I chucked in Preston.
I put in Bournemouth.
because Ross chucked in Forest. Some person chucked in Real Madrid. Some person chucked in France. Chesterfield got chucked in there.
Stevenage
So
in there as well.
yeah, Stevenage is in there. So luck of the draw. Unfortunately, I get Southend's biggest rivals being Colchester,
Yeah.
and yeah,
I get Plymouth.
Someone got Real Madrid in France.
Yep.
Yeah.
And surely they're winning the league.
No,
You'd
they're
be
not
surprised.
top.
You'd be
They're not
surprised. You'd be
top.
surprised.
It's
They had each other first game, to be fair.
yeah.
So
So you haven't said who's winning,
Ralph.
Ralph.
Oh,
Who's got Nottingham Forest?
Yeah.
Mr. Ralph Wright. Yeah, he's on fire at the
Is
moment.
he also just a good FIFA player?
yeah,
Yeah,
I think he's a good FIFA
yeah.
player. Yeah, but
Have any of you
it's
played
just-
him yet?
I haven't.
No, I've got him next
So I'm
week.
the only person who's played him. He slumped me 8-1 first game. But not much when I can do. I went 1-0 up as well as Colchester. It was 1-1 at half time. Got battered 7 goals in second
Really?
half. Yeah. And then Paul Patrick gets slumped 18,
18.
which is a goal every 90 seconds, which is
my
mental.
God, that's mental.
It's my turn next week because I'm
Yeah.
just as bad as Patrick. So yeah, I'm not looking forward to this big clash.
All right. Well, where can everyone find your content?
You can find my content on YouTube, Full On Football. Just search it up. Hopefully, it'll be one of the top things you see. And I've also got an Instagram and TikTok as well, but I don't post much on it, to be honest. But I'm gonna try and start
One
posting
day.
a bit more. Yeah.
Yeah.
So
It's
yeah,
a good
Full On
answer.
Football on TikTok, on Instagram. That's where I am.
Perfect. Well, thank you very much, guys, for watching. As I said, check out Josh. Check out all of our other shows. Check us out on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and much, much more. And we'll see you guys in the next one. Cheers.